Ever wonder how to elevate your reading skills to the next level? In the next few minutes, we'll be exploring a treasure trove of insights that can do just that. We'll be sharing 10 tips that leverage the power of note-taking and spaced repetition to transform your reading experience. Not only will these techniques help you retain information better, but they'll also enable you to engage with the text more effectively. Stay tuned as we delve into 10 insightful tips to enhance your reading experience. Tip number 1. Make it a habit to take notes while you read. It's like having a conversation with the book. As you navigate through the pages, you'll encounter key points, summaries, and perhaps questions that pop into your mind. Jot them down. This is your first step in actively engaging with the material. Now let's move on to the second tip. Use symbols and abbreviations in your notes to save time and space. You might be thinking, why symbols and abbreviations? Well, they're like your secret code, a shorthand language that only you understand. This strategy allows you to capture the essence of the information quickly without having to write out everything word for word. Plus, they make your notes compact and easier to review later on. The third tip is all about organization. Imagine having a pile of notes with no structure. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, isn't it? So, create a system for organizing your notes. It could be as simple as color coding, bullet points, or even using digital tools. The idea is to have a structure that works best for you. For instance, you could use different colors for different topics or categories. Bullet points are great for listing down details or subpoints. Digital tools, on the other hand, offer a wide range of features like tagging, highlighting, and even linking related notes. Remember, the goal here is to make your notes accessible and easy to understand. When your notes are well organized, you can easily recall the information and find what you need when you need it. So there you have it, the first 3 tips to improve your reading: taking notes, using symbols and abbreviations, and organizing your notes. With a good note-taking strategy, you can easily recall and review information. Stay tuned for the next set of tips that will further enhance your reading skills. Moving on to tip number 4, the art of spaced repetition. This is not just some fancy term, but a proven technique that can significantly enhance your memory retention. The concept is simple yet powerful. It involves reviewing your reading notes at increasing intervals to reinforce the information in your long-term memory. Imagine reading a book and forgetting the beginning by the time you reach the end. Frustrating, isn't it? Spaced repetition helps avoid that. It's like watering a plant at regular intervals to help it grow and thrive. Now let's segue into tip number 5, which is closely related to spaced repetition: using flashcards. Flashcards are a fantastic tool for active recall. By writing down key points from your reading on one side and the corresponding details or explanations on the other, you create a portable, easy-to-use study aid. You can carry them wherever you go, flipping through them whenever you have a free moment. The act of recalling the information from memory, rather than merely rereading it, strengthens your neural pathways, making the information stick. And finally, tip number 6, summarizing each reading session in your own words. This might seem like a daunting task, especially after a long reading session, but trust me, it's worth it. Summarizing not only helps you understand the material better, but also consolidates your memory. It's like creating a mental map of what you've read, highlighting the main points and the relationships between them. And the best part, you're not just passively absorbing information, but actively engaging with it, making your reading sessions more productive and enjoyable. By integrating these 3 techniques into your reading routine, spaced repetition, flashcards, and summarizing, you're not just reading, you're learning. You're transforming passive reading into an active journey of discovery. And the result? Improved comprehension, enhanced memory, and a richer reading experience. These techniques can significantly boost your retention rate. So why not give them a try? Your brain will thank you for it. Tip number 7. Never underestimate the power of discussion. When you've finished a reading session, it can be incredibly beneficial to share your thoughts and insights with others. Whether this is with a study group, a book club, or even a friend who's also interested in the material, discussing what you've read can deepen your understanding significantly. When you articulate your thoughts and ideas, you're not just regurgitating information but analyzing, critiquing, and synthesizing it. This process allows you to grasp the material on a much deeper level. Plus, hearing others' perspectives can open your mind to new interpretations and insights, broadening your understanding even further. So next time you close a book or an article, don't just keep your thoughts to yourself. Share them, discuss them, and watch your comprehension grow. Moving on to tip number 8. Set specific reading goals for yourself. These goals can be as simple as reading a certain number of pages per day, or as complex as mastering a specific topic. Setting goals gives you a clear direction and a sense of purpose. It keeps you focused and motivated, preventing aimless reading. It's like having a destination in mind when you're traveling. Without a destination, you might enjoy the journey, but you might also get lost or waste time wandering aimlessly. With a destination, however, your journey becomes more meaningful, more efficient, and ultimately, more rewarding. So, set your reading goals. They will keep you on track and ensure that every reading session brings you one step closer to your ultimate objective. By discussing and setting goals, you actively engage with the material, enhancing your comprehension. Remember, reading is not a passive activity, it's a dialogue between you and the text. So, speak up, set your course, and watch your reading skills soar to new heights. Let's proceed to tip number 9, the importance of taking breaks. It's easy to get engrossed in a captivating book or an interesting study material, but overloading your brain is not the way to go. Reading for extended periods without pause can lead to mental fatigue, reducing your ability to retain information. So, how about incorporating some rest into your reading routine? The principle here is simple. For every hour of reading, take a 10 to 15-minute break. Use this time to stretch, hydrate, or engage in a non-reading activity. This break allows your mind to relax and process the information you've absorbed. You'll find that when you return to your book, your focus is sharper, and your comprehension is improved. Now let's talk about consistency, our 10th and final tip. Being consistent with your reading and note-taking habits is crucial. Reading is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. This doesn't mean you have to read for hours on end every day. Even a few pages daily can make a difference over time. As for note-taking, it aids in retention and comprehension, especially when done consistently. Make it a habit to jot down key points, questions, and summaries every time you read. Over time, you'll notice an improvement in your ability to remember and understand complex information. Combine this with spaced repetition, reviewing your notes at increasing intervals, and you'll see your memory strengthening. This method takes advantage of the way our brains are wired, reinforcing memory and helping to move information from short-term to long-term memory. Remember, consistency is key, and taking breaks is essential for preventing burnout. With these tips, you're now equipped to maximize your reading sessions. Happy reading! And there you have it, 10 tips to improve your reading skills. Let's take a moment to recap. We began with the importance of taking notes while you read, capturing key points, summaries, and any questions that arise. Remember the efficiency of using symbols and abbreviations in your notes. They save time and make it easier when you come back to review. We talked about the value of an organized system for your notes. Color coding, bullet points, digital tools, whatever works best for you. Regular review of your notes through spaced repetition is an excellent technique to reinforce your memory over time. Don't underestimate the power of flashcards to quiz yourself and bolster your retention. Summarizing each reading session in your own words can be a game changer in solidifying your understanding. Engaging in discussions about what you've read can deepen comprehension, and setting specific reading goals can keep you motivated and focused. Remember to take breaks during your reading sessions. It's a simple yet effective way to prevent burnout and improve focus. And finally, consistency is key. The more you practice your reading and note-taking habits, the better you'll get. Your journey to becoming a more efficient reader begins now. Each tip is a stepping stone towards better reading, deeper comprehension, and a more enriching learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more educational content. Continue to challenge your mind, and happy reading.